So the BMW i3 is a very quirky, unique vehicle that people either like or don't like. But today I wanted to talk about the cost of ownership and the cost per mile. With the gas prices just recently going over $6 a gallon, it's not a trivial difference between cost per mile with an electric vehicle. I typically get about 5 miles per kilowatt hour. So it's costing me about 2 cents per mile versus, as I mentioned, over $6 a gallon now for fuel in this area. So about 6 months ago, I made a video comparing the cost of ownership for various electrical vehicles versus gas vehicles. It didn't get a lot of views. I think it might be a good time to go back and take a look at it. It's a little bit dry, but it's very interesting and very informative, so I would recommend taking a look. So let's take a quick look at this. In case one with an SUV, we're going to drive an average of 15,000 miles a year. We're going to divide that by 15 miles per gallon. And that is going to equal 1,000 gallons per year. Now we're going to multiply that times the current gas price, which is $6.19 today per gallon. That equals $61.90 per year for purchasing the fuel. Now the case for the BMW, we've got 15,000 miles again. We'll say the same miles per year, divided by about 5 kilowatt hours per mile. I actually get slightly better than that currently, but we use that number. So that's 3,000 kilowatt hours per year. And the current price, if you charge at night here where I'm at, is about 13 cents per kilowatt hour. So that equals, let's say, roughly $381 per year. So that gives you a total cost savings of $5,809 per year by driving the EV versus driving the SUV. So that's pretty significant. Now if I take that, say, okay, what can I buy the electric vehicle for? I think you used to be able to pick them up for less than $17K. I think they might be, depending on which one you get, might be more or less than that. So if you look at that plus the savings, it would take 2.9 years, basically this divided by this, in order to basically break even on the cost of the vehicle, based just from the savings in the fuel alone. And of course, there's going to be some residual value. Let's say over 3 years, the residual value of this is probably going to drop 4,000 or 5,000. So you're still looking at a residual value of maybe, let's say, 12K plus after approximately 3 years, probably more than that right now. So you're netting a reasonably good amount of money at that point. That makes it really a positive thing to do by just parking your SUV and using it only for emergencies or long trips if that's what you wanted to do. Now, I didn't take depreciation into account here because it's kind of a depreciation swap. If you're not driving your SUV, then you're not really accumulating a lot of depreciation versus what you would be if you were driving it every day and accumulating the mileage. So all in all, it's I don't see any reason why you wouldn't want to do that. So I just wanted to mention that, you know, when I first bought this car, I think I got a lot of laughs about, you know, how strange a vehicle this is. But with the current prices for driving around using gas, who's laughing now?